during the Gulf War, we were all a little nervous. Our country's at war, and the local ABC affiliate in Portland, Oregon, AM Northwest, asked my sister and me to go out and find the spirit of Christmas and bring back video of what we found. So I headed to the mall with my husband, who's a cameraman, and we looked for the spirit in the shoppers, Santa Claus, the kids getting on Santa's lap. We couldn't find it anywhere. And then a surprising thing happened. I heard this little bell voice from somewhere, and I followed that voice to the center of the mall, and there was a children's choir, and this little girl was singing solo. And I used the music of this choir and the little girl to go behind where I ultimately found the spirit of Christmas. It wasn't at the mall. It was someplace else that if you want to do this, you could do it in your little hometown or your big city, and you'll find it there too.
No pretty fine clothes, no thick blanket to spread.
We found it at the airport.
When God sent baby Jesus to birth, He didn't use money to show us His worth. His Son would be born in a castle. God's gift to us was the best gift of all. Christmas means God loves you so much. He sent His Son to earth Christmas Day to tenderly say, my child, Christmas means God loves you. Christmas means God loves you. When God sent baby Jesus to earth, He came down where common people were, so they could touch Him and understand that Jesus had come to earth as a man. Christmas means God loves you so much. He sent His Son to earth Christmas Day to tenderly say, my child, Christmas means God loves you. Christmas means God loves you. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down His sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where He lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Christmas means God loves you. Christmas means God loves you.
The spirit of Christmas is love, and it's joy, and it's peace. Let's have those be our gifts this year to our friends and family. Speaking of friends, this beautiful woman, Rachel Vidoni, is a friend who happens to be a she and a very talented writer. I asked her to share a Christmassy memory about her family during this cheery time of year. It's entitled Perfectly Imperfect Memories.
Perfectly Imperfect Memories by Rachel Vidoni. Last December, in an attempt to own a Christmas tree that looked like those perfectly bedecked spectacles that grace malls and magazine covers, I bought my kids their own tree. I placed it downstairs in our family room, the one we hardly ever use in the winter because it's just too cold. I gave them their own ornaments, ones I was tired of looking at, their own strings of lights, every second or third bulb didn't work, and let them have free rein to decorate. This was their tree, The one upstairs was mine. I came to this drastic solution because I was tired of trying to force family fun. I'd put on the Christmas music, but my children wanted to watch TV. They didn't care about where they placed ornaments, throwing decorations willy-nilly at branches, hoping something would stick. They hung heavy ornaments on skinny limbs, causing them to sag miserably, never spaced anything correctly, and only decorated as high as they could reach. I'd make hot chocolate, but no one would drink it. I tried to encourage benevolence, but the kids always argued. My husband was too busy with other activities to directly participate, but he would make an appearance when the pièce de résistance, our plastic star, needed to be placed on top. He'd heave one of our children onto his shoulders and share in the glory of those final moments. I'd spent the last 8 years looking at Christmas trees with naked torsos, whose lower limbs wilted beneath a visual cacophonous mess. I was tired of trying to recreate a Rockwellian family scene, and just once, I wanted a tree that gorgeously glittered and glistened, made fine by my own 2 hands. As I suspected, my 3 children announced they were finished decorating 15 minutes after they started, and could they please go play now? Their tree was a smattering of bunched-up lights, pockets of ornaments and bows, making me wonder if they'd actually decorated everything with their feet. Upstairs, I carefully wrapped each branch with lights, gingerly hung and placed ornaments, and even purchased breakable glass balls I would have never allowed my children to hang or throw. I drank my own hot chocolate, listened to my own Christmas music, nothing with words, and tried to relish in my quiet respite and holiday perfection. Was the result what I had hoped? Had I achieved Mall magazine magic? Not exactly. My 9-year-old asked if we could please decorate the tree together next year, and my 3-year-old nodded in agreement. My son didn't much care, but I chalked that up to preteen ambivalence. When I looked at my perfectly decorated tree, I didn't laugh at memories of my children falling into the limbs as they hung ornaments, or imagine my husband's brief appearance with a child on his shoulders. While my tree may have looked perfect, the memories were perfectly sterile of everything Christmas and the holiday season is supposed to be about. Family. My children's tree sat unappreciated and forgotten downstairs, separated from our laughter, and yes, our dysfunction. This year we are decorating one tree, together, in the living room. I am not making hot chocolate. My children will probably want to watch TV. My husband will show up at the end. And that's exactly the way we all want it.
Rachel Vidoni is a professional writer, essayist, and blogger. She says she's a mediocre mother to 3 pretty neat kids. Right now, she's in the process of reinventing herself and is currently working on a book of essays. Who couldn't use more bathroom reading? You can follow her humor and family blog at www.eastcoastmusings.blogspot.com. Rachel says, you might not be a better parent after reading my blog, but you'll feel like one.